What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ty here with another episode of Contentious Conversations. Today, I bring to you Stephen A. Smith, right? So he got wind of the undisputed tiff between Shannon Sharpe, Skip Bayless. Shannon Sharpe is leaving. He accepted a buyout from Fox and now might be headed to greener pastures. He's been having some beef with Skip Bayless that may or may not have sped up his exit or departure from FS1's Undisputed. So now let us find out what Mr. Stephen A. Smith, who has recently found out about this, has to say about it. He might be offering something.
Is leaving FS1.
Okay, what you got, boy?
Do I have an idea of what happened? I'm Stephen A.
Who's this?
You damn right.
Oh my God. Who isn't tired of Stephen A. and his smug arrogance? Do I have any idea what happened? I do. I hate this nigga so much. Oh my goodness. All right, man. But he's entertaining though, man. He's entertaining. Let's go.
Do I know for certain? No, I do not. If I knew for certain, would I tell you? Hell no, without their permission.
So I hate Stephen A. so much. Okay. Do I have any information? Maybe. If I knew it, I wouldn't tell you though. Like, who does that? Like, that is so childish. That is such a childish. If I knew, I wouldn't tell you though. Like, get out of here, bro. Like, get out of here, Stephen A. Smith.
Because Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe could be at FS1, at least for the moment in the case of Shannon Sharpe. I've gotten to know Shannon Sharpe a little bit over the last few years. I genuinely like him and respect him. He is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. He is a Hall of Famer. He is one of the greatest tight ends in the history of the National Football League.
You better put some respect on him.
I personally think he's done a hell of a job on television and with his podcast club, Shay Shay.
Yeah, that's why. Okay.
Which, by the way, I'm going to be a guest on in the near future.
Okay, see, look. I hate these dudes. All right, first things first. About Shannon Sharpe doing that Club Shay Shay thing, he kind of started a wave of all these little, all these little fake ones coming out. Mr. Stephen A., the Stephen A. Smith show and the Skip Bayless show. You all are biting off of Club Shay Shay, right? So like you realize how innovative Shannon Sharpe can be. And what happened, what people are saying is that his star was kind of shining a little too bright for Skip Bayless. And that's why he kept pushing back and trying to assert his dominance, because it's technically Skip Bayless's show and he invited Shannon on. So he's always trying to kind of sun, Shannon a little bit. But Shannon was like, you know what? I got the juice. I'm really giving you credibility if we're being 100 about this. So, that's what happened. So let's see what Stephen A. Smith has to say. This dude's a comedian, comedian.
And he's also going to be a guest on here.
Yeah, of course. Oh.
But I sincerely hope, regardless of what opinions I'm about to give, that y'all don't make the mistake of assuming that I'm going to speak against my man Skip Bayless. That is not going to happen. Skip Bayless and I have disagreed on many things. On the air and off the air. We're natural-born contrarians with one another. We don't think alike.
The problem is Stephen A. says things really loud, but he really doesn't say anything. Right? Like, he was really loud to say, I'm not going to criticize Skip Bayless. Like, why were you so loud about it? Genuinely, can you guys answer me? Why was he so loud about, the previous things he said, and then to say, if y'all expect me to talk about Skip Bayless, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. We're friends. What is wrong? Okay, let's go.
We don't act alike. We don't like the same things. We don't vibe with each other in terms of our ideas and our beliefs.
Ideas.
But you remember when I told you that I was the star of the #1 sports morning show for the last 11 and a half years?
Flex on him.
The first 4 years of that was with Skip Bayless.
Was with Skip Bayless.
I'm never in that position if it were not for Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless asked me to come on First Take. Skip Bayless permitted me to come on.
Hey, okay. So here's the thing that I have heard is that, as much as Skip can be a bit of a prick, he has opened the door for some brothers to come into the game that might not have gotten a chance. So we do have to be fair about that, right? It takes somebody, right? Like usually what would happen is those guys would hire people who look like them, right? Because he has the pick. He gets the option, like, who do you want to sit across from every single day? And he was like, shit, I choose Shannon Sharpe, right? So, like, you have to give Skip Bayless his credit there, right? And he did the same thing for Stephen A, right? So when, I don't think he's racist, but I do think he feels like he wants people that he can like son or like trying to own because of his like journal, because he could never like do the sports, thing himself. Like his way of getting back at them is like sitting them down and going to task with them every single day and like giving them the biz in his own brand of nonsense. So, yeah.
Skip Bayless fought for me to come on First Take. Skip Bayless played a role in restoring my career that I felt had wrongly been taken from me. I will never disrespect him. It will not happen. Never. But that doesn't mean I can't disagree with him. This is not one of those times because I don't know what happened to tell you I agree or disagree. Here's what I can tell you. When news was announced that Shannon Sharpe had been bought out of FS1 and he would be leaving at the conclusion of the NBA Finals.
That's crazy. The NBA Finals.
Two things that came to my mind. That's a big loss for the show Undisputed because Shannon.
Big is an understatement. It's a monumental loss, right? You can go like the host. You could have lost all the hosts. The hosts, all right, cool. It was tough when Jenny left, right? Like it was first tough when Joy Taylor left, right? Like the dynamic was hard for Jenny, but Jenny got a hold of it, and now this new lady Jenna or Jenny or whatever her name is, she's all right, but I missed the previous two. But I'm a genuine fan of the show, so. Like I've said before in the previous videos, that's what I kind of come with it. I'm painted a little more biased than most in the sense that I like the show. I like Undisputed. It's part of my morning routine. I've said that before. When I work from home. Whenever I do my work, I turn on Undisputed in the morning. First things first comes on, and those are the kind of shows I watch. So yeah, let's see what Mr. Stephen A has to say. He's been long-winded and he's really not said anything in 3 minutes, so let's keep going.
Matters, and that I don't know what his plans are. I don't know what he's trying to pursue. I don't know what he's after. But if Shannon Sharpe needs me, I'm happy to be here for him. And if that included him wanting to come on First Take, the bosses at ESPN know that is something I would support.
Hey, what you not gonna say about Stephen A? He ain't gonna look out for one of the boys. All right, I'm gonna tell you that right now. You looking out for one of the boys? You're like, hey, man. I already talked to Cuz, HR. I already talked to VP. I already talked to Prezzo. Hey, you in, bro. You want the job, it's yours, bro. Just walk in. What you want? How much you really want, bro? What was they offering you over there? Because I know they was trying to probably give you peanuts. Here, you eat the elephant. I, you know what I'm saying? So why do the, because he did the little smirk. He did the wink wink nudge nudge like, hey, we already got a contract ready for you to sign. Come on, bro.
And if that included him wanting to come on First Take, the bosses at ESPN know that is something I would
Of course you support it.
Not every day. But one of those days every week, yeah. And why do I say not every day? Because you need to understand something. I apologize for this to no one. I love me some Michael Irvin. That's my brother, the playmaker.
What's he about to say?
And I understand he got himself embroiled in some situation, and I have no clue what's going to happen with that. That is above my pay grade. Whatever they discover, they discover. Remember, I get to hand pick who's on First Take once they're in-house for ESPN. I don't get to bring them from the outside in without the boss's okay. We have to be honest. I'm not the boss. That's Dave Roberts. That's Jimmy Pitaro. That's Burt Magnus. That's those dudes. I answer to them. It's not the other way around when it comes to all matters pertaining to ESPN. But they know where I stand. I love me some Michael Irvin. I always want my brother with me. He ain't the only one. Keyshawn Johnson, that's my brother. We go back over 20 years, and I think
I don't know. It feels like he's proposing a trade in which he drops Michael Irvin, Keyshawn Johnson, and some of the other staff to get Shannon Sharpe. What? Treated like a basketball team, though, yo. All right, man. We signed him to a 3-day contract, a 10-day contract. We signed him to a 10-day contract. We release her. We do a sign and trade with them and Fox, and we trade 3 janitors and a custodian, and we get Shannon Sharpe. All right, does that work for y'all? All right, we'll take some of the valets off y'all hands too. Like what? It feels like this is where this is going right now. It feels like this is where this is going.
he's excellent on TV discussing football. Ryan Clark, the pivot, Ryan Clark. The NFL analyst extraordinaire, Ryan Clark. Marcus Spears, a.k.a. Swagoo. My brothers. My brothers.
Do not say it.
And they ain't the only ones. Dominique Fox.
Don't stop.
I got an A-list roster. I ain't even bring up Dan Orlovsky.
Oh my God.
Who is great. I didn't even bring up Mina Kimes. I didn't even bring up Jeff Saturday, who I hope returned. I miss Jeff Saturday on First Take. I don't give a damn what happened with him in Indianapolis when he became a head coach. Took the job in the damn middle of the season. That's a different matter than being First Take. Being on First Take, hell no. But I'm just telling you right now, to be clear. If Shannon Sharpe wanted to
don't say it.
There's no resistance from Stephen A. I got love for Shannon Sharpe. I respect the hell out of him.
Oh my God. Okay.
And there's no doubt the man knows his football.
Okay. Stephen A., I don't know how your coworkers are gonna feel with the fact that you would trade any of them. Literally every. He's like, yo, Mina, you, janitor guy who I saw last week, whose daughter had sickle cell and I helped out. Kid selling cookies, the Girl Scout. Who else can I trade? You. All right. Where's the bus driver? Come here. You're getting traded to. Shannon's coming. Do you hear? Shannon's available. He's acting like KD or MJ just got on the market, which it's like one of the biggest free agent like telebroadcasters or TV analysts that can come available. Like Shannon Sharpe is really it's like having one of those kind of guys available, which is why he's treating like that. I understand, but man, it's got to be tough to be like Ryan Clark, Dominique Fox, and Dan Orlovsky. Like Stephen A. Like, all right, I like y'all, but if Shannon Sharpe is available, Shannon Sharpe is. It's like if Tom Brady's available, it's Tom Brady. You guys are getting traded. I'm sorry. This is so messed up. Stephen A., what is wrong with you? Why would you say this out loud? Like, these are things you don't go on a podcast and say.
But I ain't looking for anybody every day, because I got a whole host of contributors that I don't ever want to let go of.
Yeah, nice cleanup.
Having said all of that, was I surprised at all that Shannon Sharpe ended up departing from Undisputed on FS1? Absolutely not. Not at all. And this right here is the reason why.
Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down.
I already did this segment. You late, bro. You late.
I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead. Let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
Well,
you could have came back, Skip.
Well, I thought
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up.
No, I was just going to say, Skip. I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where DeMar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No.
The reason nobody has a problem with it is because essentially Skip runs the show. It's Skip's show. What he says goes. So Shannon kind of realized that, like, yo, y'all not gonna do nothing. Y'all not gonna reprimand him. Y'all not gonna say nothing to him. Y'all not gonna. The bosses are okay with it. Oh, they sided with Skip. Oh, it's his show. It's not like a 50-50 thing. It's not like a, I get a say, he gets to say. It's like a whatever he says goes kind of thing, huh? All right. Deuces. Is what it kind of feels like and sounds like. So, let me know what you guys think too, for real.
Clearly, the bosses wanted you to offer explanation. So clearly,
no, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
See? The bosses didn't want me to offer nothing. I told the bosses what they wanted to hear. What I told them what they needed to hear.
I'd be a damn liar if I told you that when I saw that transpire on national television,
You weren't bothered?
that I didn't believe in my heart that this day wasn't.
No. Oh no, everybody saw it. Everybody saw this coming.
I don't know what went on. I don't know what happened.
No, I said that's the beginning of the end. That was the end of the show. Like that was everybody saw the writing on the wall. Like the moment that clip came out, that I watched it live because I watched the show and I was like, oh, this show's over. Like it felt like the respect was gone from then on, and it felt like Shannon kind of checked out of the show in the sense of like he kind of half-hearted his, and I'm not gonna ever say like, oh, he's but like you could tell his spirit, what like he would debate, but he wasn't going like full Shannon, He was just kind of debating just to debate, and before he would get super passionate, and now it's like, oh, it's a job. Like I put in my 2 weeks. I'll be out in a bit, kind of thing. So it's sad to see it go, man. It's seriously sad.
I have not spoken to Skip Bayless. I have not talked to Shannon Sharpe about this, but I am telling you, I know Skip Bayless. And when that moment happened, I said, this is over.
No, everybody said that.
It's
Yeah,
over.
everybody said it's over. Like you,
Because when something like that happens in a public platform, there's certain things that you just don't recover from relationship.
oh no, yeah, yeah. The respect was gone from that
That
moment.
was just my belief, based on my experience, no knowledge of the situation,
Yeah.
because ain't none of my business, and that's what happened. But in the end, what it comes down to is this: Skip is always going to be a winner in television in my book, and I'm quite sure even the names that have been thrown out there, LaShawn McCoy, Scottie Pippen, Antonio Brown, and Brandon Marshall, Victor Cruz, whatever they do, they do. They do what they do, I do what I do. But with people clamoring for me to comment about it, I just wanted to make the point that I'm never going to disrespect Skip Bayless.
You know,
It's not going to happen.
it sucks that I want to make fun of his hairline, but then I look at
You
mine.
want to tell me? He doesn't have to tell me. We haven't spoken in a while.
His hairline's whack.
And Shannon's business is Shannon's business. You saw him in the news. House just got robbed. Somebody robbed like damn near $1 million of his jewelry. He was thankful they didn't kill his dogs, according to the reports. That was publicized. Obviously, this happened, brought out by FS1. I can't imagine that it was something that he'd want to happen.
The leak is crazy. It leaked.
The reports are already out that Skip Bayless and Skip Bayless alone would say yay or nay to who Shannon Sharpe's successor is. But Shannon is not somebody that's going to be out of this business. Club Shay Shay ain't going anywhere. And his talents, which have elevated as a commentator and pundit over the years, that's not going anywhere either.
No.
He'll be somewhere. Hell, in at least some kind of capacity. For all I know, it might be First Take when all is said and done.
Stephen A be trying. Hey man, he looking out for Shannon. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate story because you would want those kind of shows to last forever, right? Like imagine the day that the inside the NBA breaks up. You know, like it's already like it would be so sad to think about it, right? Like imagine if there was no Charles, no act, like it never like that'd be horrible. But there probably is a day that would happen, and that sucks. You know, sucks that you have to think about that now. But I don't want to leave you on a sad note. So let's see. Maybe I can do something nice. Let's do picture of kittens. All right. Here you go. Let me show you a picture of some kittens. Here you go. Here's some kittens. Hopefully this makes you feel better. Makes me feel better. Kittens. Look at this one. Let's call him Tiger. All right, guys. It's your boy Ty on Contentious Conversations, and I'm